Hey guys, welcome back. So in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you a dessert recipe. Now this is my recipe for honey and lemon cake. I've been making this cake for many years now and it is absolutely delicious. It's so easy to make. I've got everything set out ready to go. I've already greased and prepped my Bundt pan. I've got my oven preheating to 350 degrees. And yeah, you guys, let's get started. Alright guys, as you see, I've got everything sitting out right here. We're going to start over here. We've got some vanilla, a quarter cup of cornstarch. This is just to help thicken the batter up even more. Got some flour, lemon juice, honey, salt, baking powder, baking soda, butter, sugar, and I've got 4 eggs right here. I'm not sure if you can see those. I've got some powdered sugar for the icing, lemon juice, vanilla, and this is optional. I've just got this on hand, so I'm going to use this just to make the color of the icing yellow. So I'm going to use that. And yeah, you guys, we are going to start mixing the dry ingredients, mixing the butter and the sugar together, and we'll get started. Okay guys, first we're going to start off with the wet ingredients. We're just going to add the butter to the sugar. And we're going to cream these together. I'm going to use a electric hand mixer, but you can do this in a stand mixer or by hand, whichever you prefer. So I'm going to do that because this thing is really loud. I'm going to do it off camera. So I'm just going to cream these two together. Okay guys, I've got my butter mixed. I'm going to go ahead and add in my honey. And I'm going to add in 1 egg at a time until this is all completely combined. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay guys, I've got my eggs all incorporated. I just added them in one at a time, blended it up, added another one. Now I'm going to go ahead and add in my lemon juice, and then I'm going to give that another mix, and then we'll move on to the dry ingredients. Alright guys, so I've got my flour here. I'm just going to add my cornstarch in. Make sure I get all of that in there. I've got my baking powder, salt, and baking soda. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and mix this, and then I'm going to add this after the first addition of this. So I'm going to add half of the flour, then the vanilla, then the other half of the flour. But I'm going to give this a mix real quick and get all of this incorporated very well. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring this a little bit closer, and I'm just going to add half of this. I'm going to give this a mix. Now that I got the first half of the flour in, I'm going to go ahead and add in my vanilla. Give that a mix. And now I'm going to eject the little beaters here, get off the extra batter. Now I'm going to move to a whisk because I want to do this very lightly because I don't want to over mix it and have a tough batter. So I'm just going to mix this until it's all incorporated, and then I will meet you right back here. Okay guys, as you can see, I've got it all well incorporated in here, and it's a very light and airy batter. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour this into my Bundt pan. Not sure if I can go ahead and pour this in. Okay guys, I've got this all in here, and I'm just going to level this off a little bit just so it's even. And then I'm going to pop this in a 350 degree oven for about 40 to 50 minutes. It just depends on how hot your oven gets. So about the 40-minute mark, go ahead and prick it with a toothpick, and if it comes out clean, you're good to go. If not, just let it cook for 5 to 10 more minutes. Just keep an eye on it. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this in the oven, and I will meet you back here when it's done. Okay guys, for the icing, I've got my powdered sugar here. I'm just going to add in my lemon juice and my vanilla. Now after you mix this together, if it is still too thick, I would add in just a little bit of water or milk until you get it to the consistency that you like. So I'm just going to continue to mix this up, add a little bit of water as I go until I get it to how I want it. Alright guys, so I just added in a tablespoon plus a teaspoon of water, and it's thick but it's still pourable. Now I'm going to add in my food coloring. I'm just going to add in a couple of drops and give it a stir until I get it to the color that I want. Alright guys, so I took my cake out of the oven and I let it cool completely in the pan, and then I just loosened the edges and then flipped it over onto a cooling rack and then let the bottom cool completely. I've got my icing here, and I'm just going to drizzle this right over the top. You don't have to be precise with it. Okay guys, I've got all of the icing on. I'm just going to let this sit here and let the icing harden. Should take about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll be back to cut it. Okay guys, I've got my cake cut. It's cooled completely, and this is what it looks like. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now this is a recipe that I love making during the spring and summer, and that pop of lemon is just absolutely delicious, and the cake is nice and fluffy. Let's see if I can get a nice little bite here. This cake is really good. The cake itself is sweet, and then you get a little hint of lemon, and then the icing comes through with that pop of lemon, and it just balances it out perfectly. Okay you guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I hope you guys stick around and subscribe, and I hope you hit that little notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload new videos. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.